Homeplate is brought to you by OptiView Vision Centers, with 2 locations to serve you in Austintown and Niles.
My wife used to run taquerias, that's what this is called, out west. And she used to run taquerias with her sister in Mexico, where she's from. And she ended up moving up to Los Angeles, where I'm from, and was working for a cousin of hers running a taqueria out there, which just happened to be a couple blocks from where I lived. And I loved the food, so I used to go in there 2-3 times a week, and hence I married my favorite cook. So yeah, it is. So as our kids, we wanted to move out of Los Angeles area because it was way too expensive to live there. And my grandmother happens to be from the Struthers area.
Oh, okay.
So there's a family connection in this area. Taqueria is more of a eat-in, carry-out, casual atmosphere. Most taquerias are family-owned, small, not big chains, and all the items are actually made on premises. We make all of our salsas. My wife hand makes all the corn tortillas for the tacos. All of the meat dishes we have here are all my wife's recipes.
So Norma, you're from Mexico. You guys have lived in Los Angeles. Now you're in Portland, Ohio. We talked a little bit about that transition. How do you like it here?
I like it. It's pretty quiet. I grew up in a small area. So Los Angeles was really very, very big for me, for what I was used to. And moving here is about probably one of the bigger towns that were close to where I am from. And it's a very comfortable feeling. I like it. I like the seasons. I had never lived in a place where it snows. So
that's always exciting.
Yeah. And I love the fall weather, the colors, and I love the community. I think the schools are great and our kids are going there, so I just love it.
So how did you learn how to make these?
Well, back in Mexico, probably when I was like 6 years old, my mom got me my first tortilla press. Was probably about half the size, and I used to cook tortillas for my dad. So she will give me a little bowl of masa, probably like this much, and then I'll just make a little tiny tortillas for my dad.
Did you guys own a restaurant there, or is this something you did at home?
No, something we just did at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Norma and Jerry have finally been able to sit down with me today. They've been back in the kitchen cooking up all this great food, and I'm going to have Norma tell me a little bit about what I'm about to sample.
Well, this is the roja salsa. That's like mayo, medium. It's very fresh, it's very good. This one is the roasted tomato and jalapeno.
Okay.
That's a little more spicy.
Okay.
And homemade guacamole, and that's our pico de gallo. This is the slow roasted pork.
Okay.
It's topped with cilantro, onion, cheese, a little mild sauce, and I'm gonna have a fried jalapeno here on the side.
Okay, and I have the chicken, and Jerry, you have?
The carne asada soft taco.
Okay, and so I'm not going to be brave enough to taste the jalapeno, but I'm sure it's awesome. I'm just not brave enough. Okay. That's really good. I think one of the largest contrasts is the fact that it really, really tastes fresh, and the corn tortilla is very, very good. It's very, very light. You can taste the corn. I don't know how else to describe it except for it feels like it's fresh and something that you've actually made at home yourself versus it being more commercialized or something that you can kind of get anywhere. It's very, very unique and special. You did a great job. Thank you. Jerry, Norma, thank you so much for having me here at Casa de Tacos. Casa de Tacos is located on Market Street in the Park Place Plaza. Come on in, you'll love the food.
For an authentic diner experience, look no further than the Steel Trolley Diner in downtown Lisbon, Ohio. Award-winning hamburgers with all of your favorite toppings, fresh cut fries and onion rings, delicious milkshakes, and some of the best homemade pies you'll find anywhere. Stop by the marketplace and pick up Steel Trolley's original topping sauces, t-shirts, and classic candies. For hometown service and great food, visit the Steel Trolley Diner in Lisbon, Ohio today. Follow us on Facebook or at steeltrolleydiner.com.
If it's not Schwabel's, don't eat it.
Homeplate Homestyle is brought to you in part by Rulli Brothers Markets.
Hi, I'm Helga.
And I'm Mitch.
And guess what we're doing today?
You'll have to tell me. This looks like
yeah, well, it's a rouladen.
A rouladen.
Actually, you say rouladen, you know, but my kids call it a rouladen. It's one of those things you roll up the window with. But anyway, that's what we're going to be cooking today. This is sirloin tip.
Okay,
and I'm going to give you one. Okay.
It's not pounded now. It's just been
no, we don't have to pound that.
Real thin.
And it has to be thin, 1/4 inch. Okay. 1/4 inch thin. If it is too thick, you can pound it a little bit,
nice
you know.
Meat.
Isn't that nice? So sometimes you have to do a little operation on there, kind of put it like a little together, you know, like that. Maybe you want to put this like this because
you want to square?
We have to roll it. Okay?
Oh, I got you. One straight edge.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to put a little salt, a little pepper on there. You go ahead, salt it. And we pepper it.
Excuse me.
And now comes the mustard. Oops, and you know what we forgot? We forgot a knife. Can you, I think behind us we have a knife. And we're just gonna smooth that. Okay, and then you're gonna put some onions on there. Take a handful of onions. I know it looks a little messy now, but oh my God, the gravy, it's gonna, just go like this.
You want it towards
no,
the
you
edge
can,
or?
not quite too much on the edge, otherwise you lose it, you know, when you roll it up.
Okay.
See? Well, put a little bit more, And then we're going to use a handful of bacon. It's about 2 slices of bacon for the recipe. Okay, look. Doesn't that look good?
That does look good.
And now we're going to put just a little tab of my secret ingredient again.
Another secret ingredient, folks.
A little bit of curry powder.
She might have told you what it was.
I know, I know. And now, look, Mitch, this way.
Across this way?
Yeah, this way.
We're rolling this way, okay.
And for my kids, I could never put the pickle in because they didn't like limpy pickles.
Limpy pickles?
Limpy, because they get limpy when they're cooked. Okay, now let's go roll up those babies. We go like this, roll them all up nice.
You know, like this?
Yeah, make a nicey now. Come on. We gotta have a nice little roll there. There, look. See, then we take the skewer, one for you and one for me. And then what we do is we take toothpicks and see how the sides are like that?
Uh-huh.
You know,
you get the ends?
Because you don't want the stuff to come out, you know, because we make a gravy with that. Kind of.
So we just want to tuck whatever's coming out inside there.
There you go.
Just one toothpick each
that's
side?
It. And what we're going to do next is we're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper outside. Okay. There's some pepper. And now we're gonna roll them up in the flour to get a nice crust on there, okay? And guess what?
Into the oil?
They go into the top, into the oil. There you go. Want me to do this? Very good. Now, did you learn something?
I did. I can't wait to see what they turn out like now.
Yes. They're awfully big, but he cut them so big for me, but it'll be gonna be okay. Now see, Mitch, how tender they are.
Yeah,
they fell
just
apart. So I'm sorry it doesn't look so good, but boy, does it taste good.
Tender's what you want,
yes,
right?
and now we're gonna cream it a little bit with cornstarch.
You thicken the gravy up.
Thicken the gravy up, yes. And just wait till it's all over the place.
Oh, this one held together very nice.
Yes, yeah, that was a good one. That was just handled a little bit too much, you know.
Yeah, that's where it gets creative as a chef, the way we place it on the plate, right?
Yes. So I guess this is it. So now we can go plate it.
Okay. Some mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. There we go. Oh, that's a nice heaping one, huh? Now, but of course, don't forget to take the clamps out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to go
important.
in. Yeah, that's important. And then we're going to put a little bit of gravy on top of it. Let's see. Okay. And I can find a spoon. Thank you. Here we go. And that gravy is so good because you got that pickle in there, okay? And I'm just gonna put a little bit of gravy all around it there. Now, how's this? I know my kids always loved gravy. They couldn't get enough. Yeah, make it pretty. So how do you like that?
Beautiful. I want to eat this now.
And would you like to have a little taste of that?
I would.
Oh, see, it's you don't even have to go and. No, you got the honest because I know how it tastes already because we eating it all the time. You like it? Yummy.
Taste the smoke of the bacon.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And a little bit of that pickle.
It's almost as if you smoked it because you got the smoked flavor to there.
Delicious.
Oh, another winning recipe from you.
I guess so. And I have my mouth full, I'm sorry.
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Helga.
And this is Homeplate.
So Kevin, the weather has finally turned warmer and people are getting out, taking care of their yards. And I see you have this ornamental grass here. Now, how do you go about taking care of it?
Well, you can cut it back in the fall, but what I like to do is I like to let it stay up during the winter.
Okay.
Because it's a nice part of the winter landscape.
Okay.
But now it's early spring and it's probably about the right time to cut it back.
Okay.
So what I do is I get a pair of hedge clippers and I cut it as close to the base as I can and just remove the dead grass. The other thing that I do is I look to see if there's any new growth at the base, and if there is, I cut around it. But other than that, that's about all you need to do with this.
All right, low maintenance, but still looks great.
Looks great.
All right, well, join us next time when we'll have another great tip.
We're here on the roof of Home Savings and Loan with Steve Puhala. It's windy up here today, Steve.
It certainly is.
But we're not going to get blown away. We're going to climb this tower and get inside the clock, right?
Yes, we are.
We are here at Home Savings and Loan with Deb and Steve, and we are about to scale the ladders to the clock tower, a place that not very many people have been. And we are now at the top of Home Savings and Loan inside the clock tower. And I am here with Steve Puhala and several other witnesses that climbed up here. How are you doing today?
Great, great.
Now, I have a few questions I want to ask you. One, who's responsible for keeping the time correct on this clock?
Oh, that's the time gnome that's up here regularly. So, actually, no, we have a maintenance staff that maintains the clock regularly. And we also have a microprocessor-based computer in the basement that controls the time on the clock. So,
now, I know that there was a time when there wasn't a microprocessing computer in the basement. How did it go then?
That's true. They used to wind the clock by hand, and there was a pendulum with a 2,000-pound weight on it, and it was wound weekly.
Did it wind down?
Oh yeah, it wound down, and it didn't keep very, very accurate time, so it was decided to replace it.
Did you get calls and things like, the clock is wrong today?
You bet. If I'm off 2 minutes, even today, we get calls.
So Steve, what happens in daylight savings time?
When the time changes in the spring, we spring ahead, so we go to that computer I mentioned earlier, and we go down and flip a little switch, and it will advance rapidly for 60 minutes.
You mean if somebody was outside watching, they'd see the hands spin around?
Oh, absolutely. It takes some time, but it probably takes about 10 minutes to gain an hour. But
that's still pretty fast.
It's pretty fast. And in the fall, we do just the opposite. We turn the impulse off and just sit there and wait for an hour before it catches up.
Here I am, still up in the Tower of Home Savings and Loan, but now I am right next to a very large speaker. This speaker dongs the dong of the time of day. But years ago, and maybe not even that many years ago, it used to play music at designated times of the day, even seasonal music during like Christmas time. I'm glad it's not going right now. Now, Deb, yes. I know you were the first one out in the surround where the speakers are in the tower. What was it like out there?
It was awesome. I'm not afraid of heights, so if you are, I would recommend going up there. But it was just really cool to see just kind of the vista of the whole city from every side. And I took a few pictures up there, of course, but just seeing the stadium at YSU and you can see practically all the way to Boardman. It's amazing out there.
Hi, my name's John Webster. I'm the wine guy from the Metro Monthly, and we're going to talk a little bit about California Chardonnays. I've got a Kinter Collins Family 2004 Sonoma Coast Chardonnay here. This is a very, very nice bottle of wine. It's under $15, reasonably priced for anyone. It also has an ability to age quite well, as this one here is showing very well now. It's 7 years old, and if you look at the glass that I have here, it exhibits a real nice golden color. There's a lot of glycerin in this wine, a lot of legs, as we say in the trade. It exhibits a lot of melon, citrusy, really upfront citrus fruit flavors, and it's got a very nice long vanilla tinged finish. It's a wine that would be outstanding with chicken, fish. I have biscotti here for afternoon lunches and so forth. Absolutely excellent. Be sure to read my column in the Metro Monthly each month.
Visit metromonthly.net for some of the coolest Mahoning Valley logo wear anywhere. We've got Idora Park, Straus's, Warren G. Harding, Rayan, Red Barn, and so much more. Visit metromonthly.net and click on the store icon today.
Dining out at Cafe Capri is so much more than eating out. It's about a warm, inviting atmosphere where Tuscany meets Vegas. The Quaranta family invites you to gather around the table at Cafe Capri Italian Bar and Grill, Market Street, Boardman.
Join us August 18th through the 21st for St. John's Glendy, celebrating food, music, and dance. Enjoy the flavors and sounds of Greece. St. John's Greek Orthodox Church, Glenwood Avenue, Boardman, Ohio.
Hello, I'm Sophia Brooks and welcome to Expressions. Today we are coming to you from Kilcawley's Chestnut Room and my guest is Shedrick Hobbs. Good morning, how are you, Shedrick?
Sophia, I'm doing fine.
You know, you're going to be performing here tonight, right?
Right.
And everybody in Youngstown knows Shedrick Hobbs, the drummer. But we call you, but you're really percussionist, right?
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah, well you are. But I want to know, how did this come about?
Well, I mean, when I was about, I guess about 12 or 13 years old, back then Gene Cooper was the big favorite drummer around there then, you know, and I used to hear them and stuff. And me and my buddy named Charles Kimbrell, we used to call him Buttermilk, we used to get paint cans and stretch rubber bands across them and make different sounds out of them with sticks. We used to, you know, make up sticks, and that's how we started playing drums. And he was the first one who got a brand new set of Slingerland White Pearl drums. Them was the most beautiful drums in the world.
What did you say they were?
Slingerland White Pearl. Okay. And he got a brand new set. He was the first one, you know, in our neighborhood to get a set, and we used to go to our house and play on them all the time. And that's how I got started.
Is that right? And you've played for so many people.
Oh,
Hop Jones.
Boogie D.
Joe Cooper.
Oh, yes, yes, Joe Cooper.
Yeah, remember Joe Cooper?
What a bass player.
Yeah, he was at the Tropics, wasn't he? Yeah. We remember all those people, don't we?
Chester High.
Yeah.
I was really a young guy when I played with Chester. I was about 16 or 17.
Down on East Federal.
Mm-hmm.
At the 40 Club. And what was that other one down there? The Sportery?
Sportery,
yeah.
The Silver Dollar.
Yeah. We remember all that stuff, don't we?
Oh, yeah. And up the street was the Shrine Club, right up the street there.
Yeah, all on East Federal.
It was music all over the place.
Yes, it was. You know, I'm thinking, how did this come about that you're going to be at the university?
I haven't the slightest idea.
I am so excited about it.
I was shocked.
Why?
You know, people always like what you do in life, and sometimes you know, get no praises for what you do, or they never say anything about it. You know, I mean, people always say they love the way I play, and I appreciate that. I really do. But I never expected nothing like this in my life. Never.
Yeah. Kent Engelhardt.
Yeah, he's responsible for this. When he called and told me that, I like to fell out the chair. I said, "You want to give a tribute to me?" I said, "Wow." But I'm glad of one thing, he's giving it to now while I'm alive.
Yeah.
Don't wait till I'm dead to give it to me.
That's true. That's true.
Well, the significance of this evening is that we're honoring Shedrick Hobbs, who was one of the earliest and best musicians to ever come out of this community. From the time he was a young man, played drums, he played with all the great musicians in the country, including Charlie Parker and other great ones, and with most of the bands that ever evolved out of the Youngstown area. And so Shed is our guest this evening here with the Youngstown State University Jazz Program. And I have the honor of presenting a Senate resolution and a House resolution from Representative Bob Hagan and company, and along with Michelle. And we're honoring him in the legislature as well for the many years of productivity in the music world and as a good citizen.
It's just a really fitting, beautiful tribute to honor Shedrick in Tony Leonardi's memory and legacy. And I'm just happy that it's part of my job. I'm grateful that I get to do this. I really enjoy working with people that love to support the arts, like Senator Michelle and my husband Bob Hagan. And I'm just happy that Shedrick is willing to go along with this. He's really had a good time, according to Kent Engelhardt, our
I can believe it.
director of the program. He's had a blast all week working with the students, and the students have really benefited the most from this. They're just enjoying every minute with him.
But I'm a man of few words. Let me get my list out. All I want to say to you guys, you know, out of all the years I've been playing music, I never in a million years thought something like this would happen for me. But I thank you, Kent, and all the people in the university and the people out there enjoyed my playing over the years. I know I don't play like I used to, but I still love it. And when I play tonight, I'm going to give it my best. And I hope you enjoy it. And I thank you from the most bottom part of my heart.
Through a partnership with the Mahoning Valley Historical Society and its Business and Media Archives, Homeplate will take you on a trip back in time. Each week we will feature a different segment from our area's history. Now, let's go inside the archives.
Hey, hamburger hungry, is that Red Barn's new giant hamburger?
Yup, the Barn Buster, made from a full quarter pound of pure ground beef.
Wow!
And boy, do people like them. Listen.
This is the first big burger that really tastes great.
Even the bun tastes better.
That's Red Barn's special bun.
I've had big burgers before, but never with flavor like this.
The Barn Buster. For ladies and little folks, we'll cut it in half.
When you pick up a book and let your imagination break free, you won't believe how much fun it can be. Experience a world of adventure and endless possibilities. Get tangled up in a good book. Explore new worlds. Read.